remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now, here's Culver. Here's Noel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Timberwolves shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Bridges kicks to Carter. No good on the triple.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Reed pass to Noel. Fires for 3, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Here's Reed, and it's Layman in the corner. Misses the 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves trail by 18. On the wing, Johnson lets it go with the 3. Bridges with the board.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Noel. Kept alive. Minnesota controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Baines. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And guys, it's been Kelly Oubre making things happen so far. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
We've got Culver. Johnson is out there with Layman, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Layman pulls it down. Here's Culver. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Drains the three-pointer. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Oh, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 16-point lead. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Saric. Here's Jerome. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Now the pass to Noel. Here's Lehman. That one off the back iron and out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Culver dishes to Johnson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter. How about that? Possessing the reach and timing to complete the alley-oop. Kaminsky throw it his way, and he's punching that thing through.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Beasley against Oubre. Beasley, the pass to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And stolen by Booker. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. And there's 1:45 left now here in the second. That one good for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have it. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre. Passes it to Booker. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Oubre, no one around him. Doesn't go that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's a Kobe, and he drops it in from the low post.
Outstanding vision from Karl Anthony Towns. Not only is he willing to give it up, but he's ready to find his teammates when they're open.
Now, here's Rubio. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oubre can't get it to go.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beasley for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Phoenix leading by 17. To the middle. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And that one is good by Beasley.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
Oubre on the wing. Dishes to Baines. Booker with no one around, and the last shot before the buzzer is off.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you... And that...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. And the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Booker dishes to Bridges. Back to Booker. Outside Carter. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Carter kicks to Bridges. Phoenix no good that time either. Timberwolves trail by 15. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Jerome. Bridges finds Carter. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Count it. Good. Kaminsky's got 6.
Getting more comfortable in the paint. As long as Frank Kaminsky has the positioning he wants, he's good to go.
Johnson for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Now, here's Bridges. Jerome. No good. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And he comes up with the deuce. He has 5.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Here's Jerome. Inside, Kaminsky, and the layup's good off the glass. Kaminsky's got 4 points this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Bridges passes to Jerome. And it's Russell with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Suns leading by 12. To the wing on the left. Pass to Jerome. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. Feeds to Kaminsky. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Russell passes to Reed. Here's Noel. Here's Lehman. From outside, off the mark. Here's Jerome. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Here's Okogie. And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Culver out there with Beasley. Then it's Johnson, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Okogie. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Okogie's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Minnesota. Back to Rubio. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Rubio outside. They get a hand on it. Booker in the corner. Shot clock at 6. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for you. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Down low. Makes it off the glass.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Oubre on the wing. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Rubio outside to the inside. Culver with the steal. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. It's deflected. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Johnson, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 16-point game to the paint. And Towns throws it down.
Well, he's so skilled as a passer. Jared Culver, adept at reading the floor and getting the ball to his teammates in good position.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Okogie. From down in the low post, it goes. Okogie's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Out to the right wing. Rubio with a wide open look. And it's Rubio again missing. Here's Culver. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, nice play that time by Jared Culver. Excellent moves to draw the defenders off balance, and then the strength to finish through the contact.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Josh Okogie.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up, always active with his hands around the ball.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Inside, Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Kicks it out to Rubio. That three off the mark. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Ayton. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. First one falls for him.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. And the Suns miss again. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Okogie, with his athleticism and attacking nature, able to draw fouls quite a bit, and that gets him a fair number of and one chances.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Rubio outside. On the wing, Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
But they get it back. Kicks it out to Rubio. Johnson down low. Towns on him. And here's Booker from the arc. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And the Suns lead by 10. There's the lob to Towns. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, Towns has given them a huge injection of scoring tonight. A fearless, aggressive performance from the big fella.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Third team foul. Wolves at the line, shooting 1. Oubre.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Culver kicks to Evans. Off target from three-point range. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Oubre on the wing. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a run.
look to. Like, he knows how to talk to each of his teammates, and I think that just brings out the best in everybody.
Awesome. Now that NBA 2K21 is out, what are some of your initial thoughts, and are you looking forward to the competitive scene when it comes to NBA 2K21?
I'm always looking to the competitive scene. I like it. You know, I've been dribbling this year. I like the shooting. A lot of people complain about the shooting, but it wasn't that bad.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin. Yep.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot. And Adams sends it back.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Thunder on D. Here's Booker. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by Chris Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Adams, and now Gallinari pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
When you have a guy like Gallinari run the court and you're expecting them to pull up for the 3, he can also fast break and get the layup.
Booker inside, defended by Paul. Rubio dishes to Ayton. Goes back up. On the wing, Booker. Rubio outside. Pass to Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
And Ricky Rubio, last season, signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Here's Adams. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Oklahoma City moving it around. Pushing it up. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Adams' shot is good.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Here's Dort. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Offensive rebound. The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. It's good.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Here's Johnson. Oubre, left side. Johnson outside. Another shot. It's hauled in by Adams.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And it's good for 2.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there, has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
Rubio finds Ayton. The rejection by Paul. And they'll keep possession. Here's Rubio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Amazing to think about Ricky Rubio finally entering his 30s. Seems like we've been talking about him since he was about 12 years old.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. And he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Bridges with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Phoenix, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Oklahoma City trailing. Now here's Schroeder. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Trying to get more confident shooting from the interior. Schroeder wants to keep adding some elements to the offensive end of his game.
Jerome, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Diallo, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Count that bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Diallo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Diallo. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He doesn't get the second one. The shot by Carter, nobody around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jerome's got 6 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Suns ahead. They're up by 1. And back in a moment. And
one thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Thunder 5 right now. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Diallo. And it's Dort in at the 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Diallo. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. Ferguson kicks to Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. To the middle. And Adams with the slam.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And there's the pass to Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel comes in for Gallinari. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. And for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter.
Teammates always looking for Oubre on the backside there. Enough room to get up and throw it down.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Booker. It's deflected. Now here's Adams. He's tightly guarded. Inside. Shooter passes to Adams. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Passes to Adams. And here is Noel. It's stolen by Kaminsky. One-on-one here. Here's Booker. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Schroeder kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams against Rubio. Schroeder outside. 5 to shoot. Here's the lob to Adams. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. A three-pointer, no good. Suns leading by 7. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Basket, good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Stolen by Rubio. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Goes up, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Schroeder. Dishes it to Adams. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Schroeder. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Suns another fast break chance here.
And Booker getting more and more comfortable fighting through NBA defenses. He used his ability there to get through contact.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlight. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points and 2 assists. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now. Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Oh, Ayton in position. And Ayton throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Johnson against Paul. Pass to Dort. He's looking for Noel and finds him. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Misses in close.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Booker. Out to Carter. Back to Baines. The pass to Jerome. Saric inside. Defended by Paul. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Mike Muscala comes in for Noel. And Diallo subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Carter with the 3. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Diallo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Diallo, and it's good off the back rim and in. Diallo's got 4 this quarter.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Jerome passes to Baines. Saric against Paul. Here's Baines. And he gets the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. 11-point game. Muscala, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Wide open look. Saric grabs the board.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. And the Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Passes it to Baines. Adams, some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Adams down low. Baines is there. Phoenix leading by 11. 1:06 left in the third. Bridges shot. Good.
That's pretty steady from Bridges. Does not let the contact throw him off one bit.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's the lob to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Sharch passes to Baines. Ferguson kicks to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
You wonder at times if the offense should explore Steven Adams a little bit more. He collects 2.
Back to Rubio. Carter outside. Pass to Bridges. Down low. And the dunk by Baines.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Muscala. Adams in the high post. Just 3 on the clock. Misses the layup. And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Noel is out there with Adams, and it's Ferguson in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. To the wing right side. Lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Rubio. Sinks the 15-footer.
Rubio's a guy you have a hard time guessing against. Creative shot making there.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Adams. Lob pass to Oubre. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Schroeder. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. On the wing, Johnson fires the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Schroeder. Can't cash in from close range. Suns leading by 7. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Knocked loose and stolen by Booker. Pull up Jay. Oubre, good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Down low, here's Adams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Adams has got 20.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
It's good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Paul. He feeds it to Adams. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Back to Oubre. The dish to Johnson. Rubio outside. Shot clock at 5. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Saric is checked in for Phoenix. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Now Rubio. Booker outside. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. And Saric kicks to Booker. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Thunder trailing by 7. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Dort. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Suns leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Here's Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball passes to Adams. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 8.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Here's Booker. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Suns.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
There's the pass to Saric. Feeds it to Ayton. In the corner, it's Oubre. 5 on the clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here is Paul.
That's when Chris Paul kicks in that extra gear, 4th to 5th. And I love how he slips past the D on.
So it's the Suns winning easily here.
like you said, compete with my teammates in 2K21.
Yeah, I'm currently loving this game. The dribbling, I think it's 100 times better than last year. You know, the shooting's a little more rougher, but I kind of like it. You know, it gives that competitive edge that other games have that 2K hasn't really had in the past few years. But I think this year's game, it's the most.
From Salt Lake, welcome to 2K Sports for another DA.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Ayton finds Oubre. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And he gets it to go.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Here's Bogdanovich, and the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Bogdanovich left side. Back to Conley. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Mitchell outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shoots over Oubre and stolen by Booker. Inside, here's Rubio. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
And Devin Booker in the 3rd year of that 5-year, $158 million contract. Coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Back to Ingles. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Mitchell. It's good on the putback.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10" wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Now here's Johnson. Oubre passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Bogdanovich, and stolen by Booker. Ayton against Gobert. And it's Ayton missing. And so Gobert will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 3. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Booker in the corner. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Jazz have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Mitchell. Oh!
Yes.
Goodness.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
And finished off by Oubre.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Ingles finds Mitchell. Back to Ingles. Here's Mitchell. Passes it to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Bridges for 3. Utah with the rebound. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Suns trail by 3. In the corner, it's Bridges. Passes to Jerome. Basket counts.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
O'Neal kicks to Moutier. Gobert the pass to Moutier. Back to Gobert. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Carter missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. No good on the 3. And now the Suns, a fast break. Bridges leading the charge.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Moutier dishes to Davis. Here's Gobert. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really... And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
They've got Clarkson. Davis is out there with O'Neal. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Moutier in at the point. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Gobert can't hit. Phoenix leading by 3. Carter drives in. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Gobert. Pass to Moutier. And here is Davis. Covered by Saric. Here's Clarkson. And Baines pulls it down. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. The pass to Jerome. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jerome's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Gobert against Bridges. Pass to Baines. Back to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Poked away. Here's Baines. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Bridges. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out to the wing. Saric passes to Baines. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux.
right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
And that's the mobility of Rudy Gobert. For a big man, boy, does he move fluidly.
Davis with it. Now guarded by Saric. Gobert against Saric. To the middle. Here's Davis. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Suns lead.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Out left to the wing. Back to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges, no one around him. No good with the triple. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Well, this is Emmanuel Mudiay at his best. The aggressive mindset, trying to put defenders in a difficult spot.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Ed Davis. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Clarkson. Now, here's Rubio. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mudiay. The Jazz making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Here's Oubre. 3-point lead to the inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Bradley kicks to Conley. Bradley passes to Bogdanovich. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. No one near Conley as he lets it go. The Jazz again can't hit it. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Rubio. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, the balance that Ricky Rubio has, even under duress, stays calm and finds a way to score it.
Here's Mitchell. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good D by Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Stolen by Michael Conley. Mitchell right side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton.
When Donovan Mitchell is this close to the cup, the defender has got to feel a bit uneasy.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And the Suns making a change here. And Mitchell drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that does it for our...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. To the paint. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Some solid defense from Johnson. Phoenix leading by 3.
You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career, he demonstrated three-point range, and while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
Now, here's Mitchell. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
You know that old expression, you can't teach size, but Gobert showing great effort as well. I love that he creates second chance opportunities.
For the lead, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. 2 on none, no one back to stop this. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
If you don't check out Rudy Gobert, you deserve to get dunked on.
Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Oubre with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker the pass to Ayton. A second chance effort. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Gobert finds Mitchell. On the wing, Engel. He's covered by Ayton. And it's Conley penetrating. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
That one drops for him.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy who puts the pass on the money.
Carter dishes to Kaminsky. Booker in the corner. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 4. And here's Conley outside. Offensive rebound. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
Well, if you're Saric, just get yourself to the right spot. Put the ball on target, and he will deliver.
And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Pass to O'Neal. Over to the wing. Down low. It's stolen by Kaminsky.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Now here is Carter. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Clarkson.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines comes in for Saric, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Bridges passes to Booker. Stolen by Conley. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. And boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
It's stolen by Gobert. Out to Conley for the lead. To the right side. For the tie, he lays it in. Conley's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Baines, and the dunk by Baines.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Suns on top. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Mitchell is out there with Clarkson. And it's on. Oh my goodness! Wow. What a play!
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Inside, Oubre, good. And the Suns lead by 2.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Ingles up top, covered by Rubio.
3.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And Phoenix making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Jazz trail by 6. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. And the basket by Rubio.
Boy, hard to shade Rubio defensively. He's always mixing up the moves, stays unpredictable.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. The shot from the low post is good. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Lob pass to Oubre. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The pass to Ingles. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oubre, good.
I tell you, like lightning, Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
Tipped away. Stolen by Rubio. Here's Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Some dishes to O'Neal. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Jazz. Conley now comes in for Clarkson. And a change for the Suns. Sharch checked in for Johnson. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Gobert down low. Sharch is there. Gobert can't hit. Phoenix leading by 8. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Oubre. To the middle. Sharch in the corner. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Rubio. Here's Hayton. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Suns.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Sharch outside. Rubio outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws cup. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
Now Conley. Pass to Niang from the arc. No good that time. And that one falls for Bridges.
Well, we all know this young man came out of college highly decorated, having won 2 national championships. And in the NBA, Mikal Bridges has shown those were not flukes. This guy's got big-time talent.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.
the most complete 2K yet.
So looking ahead, any NBA 2K21 next gen expectations for you guys? Have you guys talked about the next generation of NBA 2K?
I think everybody has. I'm ready for it. It's really the only game I'm looking forward to for next gen.
I really don't know what to expect. I'm just ready to play it. I'm gonna be playing all day, so yeah, I just can't wait for it to drop.
There's so many players that look.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you, and with Greek.
Kevin, thanks for.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Ayton in at center, locking down the middle. Now here's Booker. To the inside. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Booker. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix on the wing. Johnson. He dishes it to Ayton. Pass to Rubio. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And so here's Phoenix. Johnson surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Rubio. Oubre on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Tries again. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Suns need to get a shot off. Ayton trying to break free. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
This is a part of the floor that Rubio can exploit. The in-between area.
Johnson kicks to Hernan Gomez. And it's Russell in the corner. There's the triple. And the dunk by Towns.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Oubre, no one around him. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got 8 points.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Back to Towns. Russell with a wide open look. No good from outside. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
He just looks so fluid in the open floor. I love how Ayton runs to the right spot in these situations.
There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
And Ayton throws it down.
I love the play call. Aiden's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. It's stolen by Carter. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jerome, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Noel passes to Reed. Suns leading by 10. Floats it up for Saric. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice extension that time by Dario Saric, throwing down that alley-oop.
Fast break, here come the Suns. Bridges leading the charge.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, you know.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Layman, and it's Culver in at the point. Bridges, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Okogie. No points in the game yet for him. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Carter left side. Saric outside. Out to Carter. Stripped away. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix. Phoenix leading by 12. Pass to Bridges. Greg, if you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Yep, that one goes.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Back to Rubio. And stolen by Russell. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Culver's got his first points of the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Russell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So going to the free throw line is Russell off a quick dribble drive.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the Suns here with a different look. Ayton, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Aaron Baines comes in for Saric. Oubre's checked in for Bridges. And it's Booker in for Cody. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley comes in for Culver. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, GA.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Boy, it looks so effortless when Okogie gets off the floor for the alley-oop. I mean, it seems like he's just floating, gliding in air. Impressive.
Fast break, here we go. All going up court. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it goes down 2 points.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles. Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Here's Okogie, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
He gets that one. Baines has got his second basket.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns, and the pass to Okogie. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 14 points. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Beasley kicks to Johnson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Booker outside with 1 on the clock, and it's good on the layup. And the Suns lead by 5.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A tremendous start for DeAndre Ayton. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
Right side, Russell. Inside. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Hernan Gomez passes to Okogie. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game, and the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in, and the Timberwolves making a change here. About 1 minute played here in the second half.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Noel passes to Towns, and stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
There's the lob to Towns. Out to Russell. Takes the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Russell's got 6.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Passes it to Ayton. That one, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Ayton and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Layman. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Stolen away. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
And it's Layman in the corner. Pass to Okogie. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Suns.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
So both teams making some changes here. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Devin Booker. Here's Ayton. Count the basket. Ayton's got 12 now in this quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Hernan Gomez passes to Reed, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Phoenix.
Ricky Rubio checked in for DeAndre Ayton. The Timberwolves been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And at Texas Tech, Jared Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The shot's good from Carter. Timberwolves trail by 13 on the wing. Johnson. Right wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Beasley kicks to Hernan Gomez. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Suns leading by 13. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Beasley is out there with Culver. Then it's Johnson, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot. Rubio, the pass to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Saric outside. From deep. Beasley with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Rubio, the pass to Saric. Bucket is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now Bridges. Rubio outside. Saric in the corner. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Russell passes to Okogie. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Johnson outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got his first basket.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Towns. The pass to Okogie. There's the lob to Towns. Bridges with the steal. Here's Booker. That one falls. And the Suns lead by 9.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
And it's Towns penetrating. And he makes the first. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Johnson comes in for Saric. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Mikal Bridges.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Oubre dishes to Ayton. That shot off the mark. Towns with the defensive effort. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Johnson outside. Back to Rubio. Pass to Ayton. And stolen by Russell. They're running. Here's Okogie. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
The 6'9" wingspan of Russell. Reaches, picks it clean, then there he goes off to the races.
Here's Oubre. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. Out to Russell. Takes a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Booker. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
For 3, Okogie. Here's Towns. Beasley with a clean look, and it's off from three-point range. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Good ball movement here by the Suns.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Russell. The 3. Oubre pulls it in.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Booker, with no one around, bangs home the trifecta. And now a 10-point Suns lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And Ayton throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not.
look up to NBA 2K League pros, look up to the competitive scene. What advice would you give to upcoming players that are maybe interested in competing or trying to join the 2K League?
What I tell everybody that messages me or if they hit me up, I just tell them just to perfect your craft. Like, I know it's a video game at the end of the day. There's not too much you can do, but like you can get your shot down packed to where like you hit your shot every single time.
An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center position. Now, here's Rubio. Booker the pass to Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Paul for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the middle, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Dort. Drops in the layup for 2.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The drive by Booker. Pass to Oubre over Adams. Oubre can't get it to go.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up. The shot by Paul, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 4 and taken away by Paul. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. And Phoenix making a change here. Sharge is checked in. And it's Phoenix's ball. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Paul with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Sharge. Oubre outside. Rubio against Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And the shot is good. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Kaminsky is checked in for Phoenix.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here is Carter. Here's Jerome.
Come on, box him out, man.
1:15 left in the first quarter, and the shot goes down.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The shot's good from Carter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Schroeder. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fast break, here come the Suns. Carter leading the charge. Pass to Kaminsky. 23 seconds left to play here in the first. That shot off. Here's Muscala. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Noel, the layup off target. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City bringing the quarter to a close. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but
yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position.
Well, feisty defense from Steven Adams coming in there on that play, and he turns it into points on the fast break.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Good on the shot. Dort's got 8.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more.
but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break. And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
And it's Ayton missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And Adams sends it back. Rubio controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Sharch. It's stolen by Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, a combination of muscle and some focus right there allows Steven Adams to collect another bucket.
Here's Sharch, and slam dunk by Sharch.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Some changes for Phoenix. Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Carter in for Devin Booker. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, Rubio struggles to score, so one thing you don't want to do is send him to the free throw line. He's as good as they get.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ferguson's checked in.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one. And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Here is Carter after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. 1:11 left in the first half. Dort misses. Suns trail by 16. Here's Sharch. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Passes it to Schroeder. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
DeAndre Ayton back in 2018 heard his name called first in the NBA draft, and he averaged a double-double in his first year in the NBA. Exciting to see what is next for this big man.
The Suns shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
And that one's good. Noel's got 5 points so far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Suns have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Down low, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now, this is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you. Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score. Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Oklahoma.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Paul with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Rubio finds Johnson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And Rubio just waiting for the shooter to get open and then gets the assist.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Paul outside.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
The Thunder leading by 10. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. The shot's good from Paul.
That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Out to Gallinari. Here's Adams. Good work defensively by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Paul passes to Gallinari. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Oubre with the steal. And finished off by Oubre.
Yeah, Oubre breaking out the hammer.
The Thunder leading by 10. Paul outside. Dishes it to Adams. Missed inside. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. They get it back. Ayton kicks it out to Johnson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. And it's Saric in for Johnson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Finish off the break. Rubio's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And there's the pass to Schroeder. Muscala up top. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Muscala misses.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. 1:12 left in the third. Here's Carter to the left side wing. 5 on the clock. The drive by Booker. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Baines. Ball passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Adams. Shooting foul as the whip. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Booker, and he converts the layup. Booker's got 8 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 8 points for Steven Adams. The drive by Booker. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Adams' shot is good.
There's the willingness to compete from Steven Adams right there. Finishes through contact.
Here's Kaminsky. That one goes. Count it.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Suns trail by 4. So for Oklahoma City right now, Nerlens Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Back to Baines. And he banks in the layup. Baines has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Phoenix.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Paul kicks to Noel. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. That's tipped. Here's Ferguson. He's guarded by Kaminsky.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Booker. It's good. This game is all even.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Muscala, the pass to Paul. Baines with the block. Here's Booker. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one. Muscala finds Noel. Schroeder, left side. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and slam dunk by Noel.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Carter down low, buries it down low. Carter's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Order passes to Muscala. Paul for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
All the officials are all over that one.
First free throw is good. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines. Saric comes in for Kaminsky. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio's subbed in for Booker. Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The shot's good.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. The lead is 2. Carter left side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the first one at the line is good. Carter hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Thunder trailing by 6. Pass to Paul. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. It's stolen by Sharks. Carter with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And it's Oubre off the drive. Lays it up off the glass. And the Suns lead by 8.
Oubre does a great job there. Finds an avenue, slinks his way in there, and then jumps over the top.
Paul. Yep, it counts. Paul's got 21.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Gallinari finds Paul. Good on the bucket. Now just a 4-point Suns lead.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
And it's Sharch. That time on the assist by Rubio.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And the rejection by Ayton. Here's Carter. Finished off the break. And it's an 8-point Suns lead.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes. And he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. Incredible shot by Gallo there. He lives for these moments.
The Suns have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Back to Rubio. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Back to Oubre. 3-pointer. They get it again. And Rubio with the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 6.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Paul for 3. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
Now, here's Rubio. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Here is Rubio. Ayton finds Rubio. Saric in the corner. Oubre outside. Rubio outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Way back in 2009, Ricky Rubio was drafted. There was so much talk about him being the Spanish version of Pistol Pete. He's had a remarkable career.
So the Suns win it. It was David. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
every single time you're open. You can practice dribbling. You can do all the little things. And don't be afraid. I know like sometimes in the community people don't like to give credit. They don't like to say they learned something from other people, but I never played power forward a day in my life. So when people were saying, oh, Zay's the best power forward in the league right now, or legit, or any of the other like top power forwards in the league, I was watching them. I was watching their games to learn what they were doing, where they were.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. A beautiful.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small forward position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Kicks it out to Johnson. He dishes it to Ayton. The shot off that time, so Utah will take it the other way. The drive by Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. 6-point game. To the paint, here's Ayton, and he comes up with the deuce.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And it's Ayton missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock, and taken away by Johnson. Here's Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
And he makes that one.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rubio finds Johnson. Down low. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Mitchell. Takes the 3. Utah getting another chance here.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Lobbed up there for Booker. Rubio with a wide open look. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 6. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in, and a switcher also for Utah. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Suns trail by 8. Here's Jerome out to Saric. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. He was all alone on that one.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Carter. Passes it to Baines. Misses the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Bridges with the steal.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Kaminsky is checked in for Phoenix.
What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. To the inside. Here's Saric. Tips it up. O'Neal with the rebound. It's tipped. It's stolen by Saric. Pass to Kaminsky. He's off on that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Moutier. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Right wing. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Gobert with it. Inside. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Carter. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Utah Jazz. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Moutier in at the 1.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles is checked in for Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Ingles passes to Davis. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Clarkson. To the inside. And it's Davis missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
For the Jazz, Bogdanovich comes in for O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. To the wing right side. Kaminsky kicks to Booker. In the corner, it's Oubre. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Oubre's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Ingles. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Back to Ingles. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Here's Davis. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Off target from three-point range. Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And there's Booker on the assist by Rubio. Booker's got the lead up to 1 now for Phoenix. Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Now the pass to Davis. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Booker with it. Conley picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Here's Conley, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What outstanding concentration from Mike Conley. Burying the shot despite the harm.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. The Suns have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Kicks it out to Rubio. Stolen by Conley. Here's Mitchell. That misses off the backboard. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Here's Rubio. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah trailing here. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Oubre, right side. Booker outside. 58 seconds left in the first half. Here's Baines. Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. So for the Suns, Sharch checked in for Johnson. Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Then for the Jazz, Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Mudiay pass to Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 2.
You have to box out Rudy Gobert, and if you don't, he will dunk it with force.
It's stolen by Mudiay. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The feed to Bogdanovich. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And it's good for 2.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
To the right side.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. From the get-go, it was Utah that came out strong. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. From downtown, Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Mitchell's shot is good.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Suns trail by 5. On the wing, Booker, covered by Mitchell. Ingles against Booker. Gobert with the defensive effort. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And it's Mitchell missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Ayton. The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Phoenix. Jerome passes to Rubio. Lays it up and banks it in. Rubio's got his first bucket in this one.
I love how Rubio controls the pace, able to shift gears in an instant.
Mitchell's shot is good.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Rubio against Davis. Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Here's Jerome. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Ayton missing.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner, and in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Ayton attacking, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, that is sick. I mean, a terrific ball handler for a 5. Ayton comes full force.
Ingles finds Davis. Ayton against Mitchell, and he makes good on the layup. Mitchell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. He's feeling it. Phoenix grabs the miss. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jerome passes to Ayton. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Jazz with some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Davis. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Moutier kicks to Ingles. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Back to Clarkson. Passes to Ingles. Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
With that 7'8" wingspan, anytime Gobert gets the ball near the rim, this is what you expect.
And Rubio kicks to Saric. Tipped away. It's stolen by Ingles. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Pass to Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 7-point Utah lead.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Carter for 3. Shots good by Baines.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. To the paint. Here's Gobert. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gobert's got 4 this quarter.
Now, this is why Gobert is shooting over 60% for his career. Highly efficient inside.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut back down to 5 points on the make from Saric. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for the Jazz, Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. Then it's Moutier, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Clarkson in at the 2 spot. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Carter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Booker. That shot missing. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Clarkson passes to Bogdanovich. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Outside, Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal dishes to Clarkson. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
And it's Carter missing. Jazz leading by 7. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Clarkson. Bridges with the board. Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Booker against O'Neal. A nice shot by Booker.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Moutier against Booker. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Michael Conley. He's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. Conley finds Bogdanovich. Gobert can't hit. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And the basket is good. And now just a 3-point Jazz lead.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
To the inside. Here's Gobert. A rebound by Johnson. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy. You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Carter. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And the dunk by Booker.
And this is how you convert in transition. Booker running the floor well and being rewarded for it.
Over to the left wing. Bridges with the steal. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 assists in the game.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Another miss by Utah. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. A nice shot by Booker.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Gobert. Back to Bogdanovich. 1:11 left to play in the final quarter. Inside, O'Neal. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. 58 seconds left in the fourth. On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bogdanovich against Oubre. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. The Jazz again can't hit it. And up the court come the Suns on the break. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson outside. Kicks to Rubio. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. They get the rebound.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on them.